We are back here on our 2022 Volleyball Media Days, and at this time we have the Sardis Lions in here with us. And I'm going to let these young ladies introduce themselves, starting with Coach.
I'm Leslie Gilmer, and this is my first year to be the varsity head coach. But I've been with these girls mostly since about the 8th grade. So I've been in the program, but this is my first year to be here as head coach.
Gotcha.
I'm Hannah Hill, and I'm a senior.
I'm Emily Humphreys, and I'm a senior.
I'm Caroline Johnson, and I'm a senior.
I'm Valerie Owens, and I'm a senior.
Coach, let's start with you. What's it been like since you've gotten these young ladies out and sat down with them, gave them your vision? Talk to us, just walk to us in the early days when you first took over as head coach.
Well, these girls here have kind of been leaders, I think, since the start, which is one reason that they're here today. But we've kind of had the same vision. It kind of started coaches before. I think you've had a different coach every head coach every year or 2 years.
What?
So to have them in the position they're in, to me, I feel pretty lucky getting them as far as having the same vision.
Ain't no doubt.
Start again.
Absolutely. Now, each one of you guys will start right over here. What's it been like since Coach, came in, and how's that relationship formed between you guys and Coach?
Well, she does have a daughter on the team. We're pretty close to her, and most of us play other sports with her, so we have a really close relationship.
Good.
Yeah, we've really had like blossom in our relationship, because like she was there since 8th grade, but now like I'm actually like under her, so it's been really good like getting to know her and like being coached under her. Yeah, we're used to her being there. She was there for JV coach last year too. She's just our Gil mama.
Yeah, I've known her for even longer before she was at Sardis. My mom's been friends with her, so I just feel really close to her, and I feel like we get along really well.
Coach, has your mindset changed from transitioning like from JV to varsity, and if so, how has that been?
Well, a little, just because the level of competition is a lot more. I mean, the hitting level is different. Things that you have to do to get your hitters to hit is different. So it's just a little bit faster pace. But other than that, I mean, it's still pretty much the same as far as things I want them to do and be able to do.
This whole city of Sardis has changed rapidly over, let's say, the last decade. Definitely got more people in, went up classification. These young ladies is a part of a very special time at Sardis right now.
I agree.
You use facilities and things. Just talk about the overall state of the school right now with so much stuff going on, getting bigger each day, and things like that.
Well, I've been at Sardis. This is my 4th, or coming into my 5th year, but it has changed a lot with just class size and really athletes. I think right now we're sitting pretty well with the girl athletes across the board, and most of these play more than one sport. So I feel good about us, our growth that we've had throughout the times that I've been there. And I mean, we have 15 girls on our team this year, and that's not a bad problem to have so many girls, especially when only 6 can play at a time. But there's that much talent, I believe, that we have to grow and room to grow. So I don't think that's a bad problem to have.
Young lady sitting on your left there, which would be our right. We posted that video.
That's the JSU basketball.
Yeah. I don't know how many. I think it's 100,000 views or something off that shot.
I know you're famous, Colin.
It was just, in one day it was over 70-something thousand views.
I knew it was good as soon as she let it go.
Josh, he's pretty accurate.
I was sitting at the other end too.
But yeah, just to give you a point of how much people are watching Sardis, that's the case in point. Now, for each one of you young ladies, we'll start over here. What's it like playing in the program right now where, I went to Sardis, I can say this, it wasn't always the case. Winning wasn't always the forefront, and I mean, but it is now. And being a female athlete at Sardis really means something now.
Yeah. So I feel like it's really cool because as I've been going to Sardis, I've gotten to watch a lot of the sports grow, and especially the female athletes. I've seen the softball program explode. The volleyball program is just now getting to that part where we're starting to explode, and I feel like it's really going to be. I feel like this will be a good season for us as far as showing what growth we have in our female athletes.
No doubt.
I just watched the development since 7th grade year. All the programs have really taken off. My mom started the tennis team. We watched that grow, and they won like 7 in a row,
Yes.
sectional champs, and then volleyball. We're really starting to go now. Our practices have gotten a lot tougher.
Look at Coach smiling.
Did you say chess team?
No. Chess team? No.
Just that our practices have just gotten a lot tougher.
Okay.
She looked at me like,
I know, like, since I was younger, like, everyone would count Sardis out and be like, oh, they'll just lose this game. But now I've seen, like, everyone be like, oh, Sardis, like, they actually have a chance this year. So it's cool to see it grow.
Absolutely.
I really think now, since we've started winning, like, we have the mindset that we can win, and we expect to go out and, like, have our best performance and win every game that we can.
No doubt. I 100% agree with that statement. Now, another thing that I've noticed about Sardis is you guys have got a different mindset. There's something in your minds now that has changed over the years. And I know that as a testament to the coaching there at Sardis and administration, it seems like the administration, along with the coaches, all come in and change that mindset. And I think it's done a tremendous, not just with the girls, but the boys as well.
well, it's a culture, I feel like. That's not just them, it's parents back in the programs that are there and seeing how far they've gone. I mean, volleyball made it to regionals this past year. Basketball went to JSU this year. Softball has been to state several years since I've been there. And so I really feel like it's that mindset's growing once you see it put in action that, parents and the community buys into that. And that helps the girls too with their mindset of that we can do this and we belong here.
No doubt. Now, volleyball communication, I think, is the number one key.
It's supposed to be.
Am I right, Coach?
It is. You have to talk. I mean, you do. And really, with a lot of sports, it's the same way. I mean,
No doubt. Each one of you ladies talk about the communication on this team and the trust. Communication and trust is everything in volleyball.
Well, we've been playing together since we were young, like really young. So we know where everybody's at on the court and who can hit what and who can hit where. So we work really good together.
Honestly, like, our whole team, like, we're all best friends. So, communication, you would think it would, like, you go out there and just have, like, easy communication. But from the start, it started off a little bit rough. But now, like, we've gotten to the spot in that we're, like, really confident in calling our balls and getting it done.
No doubt.
There's also 15 of us, so learning who, because you're playing with different people every time. So learning who's got what, who's going to go get what. It's been difficult to start, but now it's starting to click a lot better.
Makes sense.
And communication has been something that's been preached to us in every sport that I've played from freshman year up. I feel like all of our coaches in every sport has preached communication and preached mindset. And I feel like that's one of the reasons we've grown a lot is because we've really gotten closer and gotten good at communicating and all being on the same page.
Coach, how special is it to know these young ladies, when they're middle schoolers, and to watch them develop, and women now, really, and ultimately into better people, and you're seeing it right before your eyes, and you're being a big part of that.
it's a good thing. I mean, like Hannah said earlier, my daughter plays also. So, these kids come to my house or, we do things outside of here together, or outside of school. So it's not just amazing watching them with sports and what they do there, but outside of that too, and becoming the person that they are and deciding now at this point with all these being seniors what they want to move on to do or, and everything that they learn, I feel like here is taking that next step too to whatever level they want to be at. So they're carrying over things that they're learning here too.
No doubt.
But it's awesome to watch them to grow.
Right.
Coach, what does y'all's off season look like? Have y'all had a lot of play dates?
This summer we have. We've had a lot of play dates. Now before, as far as off season, this summer, we tried to get together and do our hour, or 2 hours a week, and then we had our play dates. But I'm going to try to put some things in for the upcoming season that we've not done, which is getting that hour or an open gym during the year. So that's something I plan on trying to add, because that's something that for volleyball hadn't happened. Because a lot of these girls, like I said, are multiple sports, so they're working on basketball or something else all year long. So I'm hoping that will work out this year.
Coach, can you beat Caroline Johnson in tennis?
Probably not.
What if we gave you you had to play 3 sets, and we gave you 30-love in the final set here, and you're up 2-0 on it.
It's a possibility.
I
mean, I'm a competitor, so it's a possibility.
I think you can scrap one out. Come
I
on
may
now.
not have to run, but yeah.
Girls got bad knees. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
it
me.
is.
But I do have 2 new half knees.
that could
That
help.
could- that could-
Those 2 knees are your advantage.
Yeah.
And it could be bionic, like Supergirl
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, y'all just don't know.
That's right. Hey, young ladies, as leaders of this team, I want, in your words, what are you going to do personally to make sure to be leaders and not just say I'm a leader, but physically be a leader and lead these other young ladies who's under you over into this season? We'll start over here.
Well, when somebody like messes up, I want to try to pick them up, and like if I tell them how to do something, I need to make sure that I can do it to my best abilities too before I tell someone else what they can do.
Accountability.
It's honestly just off of attitude, because the attitude, it mirrors everyone. So once you start that attitude, everyone else is going to follow after.
I'm trying to be a leader on this team, also a leader for Christ at the same time.
Mm.
So I'm really going to try to be positive and pick each other up.
No doubt.
That's something that I've been growing in recently too, is putting my value in Christ and not in my athletic ability or anything like that. So I'm really going to push to try to teach that to the younger ones so that they know that it's not all about their athletic ability or their school abilities. It's about who they are in the Lord.
You can get him on your team, you'll be undefeated. I can promise you that.
I've
Yes,
noticed
sir.
volleyball is a game of momentum swings, and it seems like
Oh
you
yeah.
know, as soon as you lose that momentum, it swings the other way. You've got to somehow get it back. Talk about that. You know, having a short memory, putting that a bad play in the.
That's something we're working on at the moment because at our mini play dates we've had that's something that's probably we need to work past. Putting the next play be the best play. You know, put that one play behind you. I think during the year we were doing pretty well with some of the teams, and there'd be one person come up and just I don't know how they got 10 in a row or something on us, but it's just that, like they said, it's a mindset too. You have to pick each other up. You have to move things around and realize that you know you can't just keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That you've got to talk to each other, communicate, and you know put each other first. Really.
When y'all gather after a play, when y'all gather in that little huddle, are y'all really saying anything, or is that just for show?
It depends on how we play.
It's partly
Mixed
for
emotion.
show, but we're all
It's just
trying to
fuel.
talk, but it all just mumbles together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says
I mean,
she's
we
got
try.
Christ on her side, so
I mean,
It depends on how the game went.
I've seen the team come together, and I literally didn't see anybody say anything, and it was just
So it could be just as little as let's keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah.
that
or just
Or
like,
it could
Or
be-
turn this around.
Or just like,
it's really just like if you mess up, your team's showing that it's okay.
like we're still
move on,
here.
we're good. Yeah.
Like we got your back.
From some of the liberos we've met in the past, it could be a life-threatening event. when it comes to-
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
Correct, Josh?
hey, you let that happen again.
Let that happen again. Watch what happens. Final thoughts from you young ladies on this upcoming season.
I think it's going to be a good season for us. I mean, once I said it first, and that we played together for forever, and I want to end on a good note my senior year.
No doubt.
I'm really excited for this season, especially with Coach Gilmer here coaching us this season. So I'm really excited, and I think we're going to go far this year.
I'm just excited to see how we do because honestly, we've already grown so much since this summer started, and we've already started to communicate more. We're like clicking really good now, so I'm excited to see how far we can go now.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I feel like this is the time where we're starting to see volleyball explode. We've seen softball start to go to regionals and win, and volleyball went to regionals, and I feel like this is the year we're going to go and win and start progressing in that.
Love it. And you, well, Coach, final thoughts.
I mean, I can agree with all of them more. I'm excited about this year. Having 9 seniors, I feel like we should be sitting in a good spot. But you know, adding others into the mix, I feel really good about this year, and I do have high expectations for our team this year.
Coach, tell your husband I said hello, and if he tells you any war stories about his football days, believe him because he was a real deal. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.